baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Chicago White Sox and the San Diego Padres. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Manny Machado.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs. Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Throw over to Cronenworth, one out in the top of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Luis Arias.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Luis Arias stands in. Swing and a base hit. Montgomery on his horse around third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
One down. Luis Robert now. There's a swing and a drive. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
One away, runners at second and third. Here's Alex Verdugo. And a pitch. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Hit in the air, center field. Celestino under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate, trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Tarek Skubal. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. High in the air, out to right. Fletcher settles underneath it. Makes the grab, one down. Take a look at the lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
The Padres down by a run here in game one of this 3-game set. Popped up right side, has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Campusano. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-2. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. It's the White Sox 1 and the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
The pitch. Out towards left center. De La Cruz under it. 1 down.
Batting seven, the first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now.
Andrew Vaughn.
1 out, base is empty. That's hard hit in the line. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Righty delivers. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So 2 down. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. On to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the White Sox 1 and the Padres nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's going to be Manny Machado. Kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit, right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And the batter now, Brian De La Cruz. And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. To short, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On the ball. 2.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Here's Josh Rojas. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. In time to Vaughn. Inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in San Diego, on to the 3rd inning. Stepping in, Dominic Fletcher. And the right-hander deals. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, Colson Montgomery. The pitch. Into center and a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Luis Arias steps to the plate for the White Sox. The pitch. Base knock center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now it's Luis Robert. The pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Alex Verdugo steps to the plate for the White Sox. Here's a 1-1. Towards first. Nice stop. One at second. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 2 outs. Now a blooper back behind short. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 3 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd, leading off Brent Rooker. The lefty fires. Lined into right. Fletcher makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 8, the first baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Arenado settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Gilberto.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Gilberto Celestino. The White Sox leading by 3 here in the last half of the 3rd. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. It's the White Sox 3 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Andrew Vaughn. And the pitch. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Francisco Mejia, the next to hit. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Lesko picks over. Varsho gets back easily. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Dominic Fletcher steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. The pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Flips it for 1. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. Sox get 1 on the RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the fourth. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Ha-Sung Kim. And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boo. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
The catcher, Luis.
2 outs, base is empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And here it comes. High fly ball out towards left field. Varsho moving back for it. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. White Sox 4. And the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And next to hit for the Sox, Luis Robert. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Machado throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Alex Verdugo steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 outs. Base knock right field.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Jay Groom.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So, man aboard. Next to hit, Nolan Arenado. And a ball and 2 strikes. And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. The White Sox lead 1. They lead 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Manny Machado now.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
And the pitch. And strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is downstairs. The wind and the pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. Tattooed and gone. His 17th of the year. And they close the gap. It's 4-1.
Jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Here comes a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nabs it, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Rojas.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Fletcher drifts towards it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The Padres trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes he goes. That's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So here's the Padres DH, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. And there's a ball. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now Gilberto Celestino. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. Back here in San Diego, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And he deals. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Line drive. And that's a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline. Safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Man at second. And that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Dominic Fletcher. The 1-1. Bounce to the right side, and he grabs it foul. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side, 4. Tags the runner for 1. On to first, double play. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. So digging in, Colson Montgomery. Left-hand hitter waits. Runner on the go. Ripped on a line. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Lead runner around second.
The batter number 5,
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one laced to center and a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 7-2. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Luis Patino gets the ball now. He comes on for the 35th time this year.
Patino.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luis Robert. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air to left center. That's a base hit. Run scores. To third. He's in there.
Stringing them together. That's 3 hits in a row. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Alex Verdugo steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a 1-1. On the ground to first, could be 2. Over to Kim, 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So it's 4 runs for him on 7 hits. No errors, and a runner left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. White Sox 8 and the Padres 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Seong Kim. And a pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Number 2, second baseman, Xander.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Fletcher going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. White Sox 8 and the Padres 2. Back here at Petco Park. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Kicks and deals. Bounce to third. Machado. And they get Arenado for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Andrew.
So up next, Andrew Vaughn. Ball to strike. Out to short. Kim. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Oh, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
So up next for Chicago, Dalton Varsho. Right-handed reliever. And it's fouled away.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. White Sox 8 and the Padres 2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. Here's a 1-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian.
Tarek Skubal is done, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Paul Sewald.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Back gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 10 on the year. And they cut into the deficit. It's 8-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
1 out, base is empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Josh Rojas. Swing and a miss. Out to short, Montgomery. And 2 away now.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
2 outs, base is empty. Brent Rooker, the next up for the Padres. 2 outs. Now a fly ball to right center. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Matzik.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in, and that turns the lineup over.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Kicks and fires. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Mejia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Over to first, safe.
Now batting.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. The 1-1. Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying, makes the catch up against the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Out to center. Celestino makes the grab. And that is that. 2 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. White Sox 8 and the Padres 3.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That misses. Ball 2. And the righty deals. And a big swing and a miss. Chopped to the right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. And a pitch. Struck him out looking. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Gilberto Celestino, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The White Sox leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Righty delivers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Padres go down 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Lucas Sims.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Here's the White Sox DH, Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
The 1-1. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now it's going to be Nolan Arenado. This one in the air. Machado has this one sized up. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Two. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. That's towards center. Celestino hauls it in to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. White Sox 8 and the Padres 3. So bottom of the 9th. Now here is Xander Bogaerts.
The second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
Next offering upstairs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they close the gap. It's 8-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. In the air right field. Fletcher makes the grab, one away.
The third baseman, number 13.
He's 2 outs away. Now Machado up here. And the right-hander deals. That one's in there. Going to count 1-2. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Out towards right center field. Gets under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ryan.
Last chance for the Padres. Ryan De La Cruz, the next up for the Padres. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of inning number 9. That's a hit.
The right fielder,
Pitch was
number
in and
4.
off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Man at first, and now the right fielder, Josh Rojas. 2 outs. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2. The Padres down to their final strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Got him. And that'll do it.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.